Good day, everybody. Again, my name is Eric Leyland. I am with Basis Technologies, and I wanted to share with you some of the information specifically around the trends that we see coming up for this year within cannabis marketing. So if you've been a part of this newsletter, I sent out earlier in the year our overarching trends for 23, and this is going to drill down specifically within the cannabis market. So one of the things that I hate doing is doing a video of a video, which if you want to watch this video, you can do that obviously on your own time, and I'll send the links out for that. But I did want to just kind of talk through some of the really important high-level stuff that we see within this this very selective and difficult venue of advertising within cannabis. One of the really important things is understanding just the change within how cookies are being tracked. And when we look at that, there's very specific ways that you're going to have to use when targeting this audience, which when you look at cookies going away, that's going to be, again, a challenge for everybody. It is a challenge for everybody, but specifically within this segment of cannabis marketing, you really need to drill down and find the right audience, and that's getting harder and harder, especially when you look at social media. I think social media is going to be one of the most impossible places to really do cannabis marketing, which is why programmatic is such an important pillar to advertising in the digital space for marketers and brands that are in the cannabis area. So once we look at the second point, which is the lookalike audience, it's important that once you get that audience to your website, that you're using technology to establish and find this lookalike audience so that you can really broaden, again, your reach to these audiences. So that's really going to be a key point to making sure that you have a good strategy for getting the right audience to your website and then retargeting and then using that audience to find lookalikes and make sure that you're, again, reaching out to as many people as possible. The one that I think is the most important and also one of the more interesting ways is through location-based targeting. And we at Basis have rolled out and are doing a lot within digital out-of-home. And this is another area that, again, is expanding. It's really an area, especially with a lot of challenges with, targeting with cookies. If you can geographically do a lot of display advertising in spots that you know your audience is at, that is going to be very, very powerful. So when you think of digital out of home, don't just think of the big billboards that you may see when you're driving down the road. These screens are all over the place. They're in vets' offices, doctors' offices, they're at your convenience stores, they're at grocery stores, they're at all of these different places. And it's really important that you understand the type of and the level of ability to target these areas. So again, getting out messaging to where we think your audience is at. Again, it could be at gas stations or bus stops. These are all areas where you can now look at getting the information in the hands so that they know that they may have a dispensary that's close to them. So I wanted to also touch base on some of the ins and outs from our article that we released back in March of last year. So this is some of the information you're going to need to know. If you're maybe getting into this and you haven't done a whole lot, there are so many different layers that you have to understand about marketing and managing cannabis clients. So there's a lot. I'm not going to go into all this, but you really want to kind of comb through this. I think one of the important takeaways is Basis has a really deep understanding and has a really long-standing relationship within cannabis marketing. So lean on that. Lean on the ability for us to help and make sure that you can overcome the hurdles. So take a look at this information. Feel free to reach out to me and I can answer any questions that you might have, and we can help you make sure that you have a good setup as we go into 23. Thanks and have a blessed day.